If you love chocolate chip cookies, you're gonna love these cookie dough truffles. Imagine getting to eat little balls of chocolate chip cookie dough covered in chocolate. What could be more delicious? And this recipe is also healthy because they're made with gluten-free oat flour and sweetened just with a little touch of maple syrup. The other great thing about them is that you don't need to bake a thing. Just mix up the dough, roll them into little balls, dip them in melted chocolate, and you're done. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christine. And today I'm going to show you how to make delicious vegan and gluten-free cookie dough truffles using ingredients from Basil Bandwagon Natural Market. Okay, let me show you how easy it is to make these tasty truffles. Okay, so we're starting out with rolled oats, and I'm going to grind this up into flour. So I literally just took my rolled oats and I put them in a little mini blender, and I'm just going to grind them up into a fine flour. And I'm just going to measure out 1 cup of this freshly ground oat flour. I'm adding a pinch of Redmond sea salt, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 1 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, 1.5 tablespoons of almond butter, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. And if your coconut oil is stiff, you may need to melt it or soften it a little bit. Now simply stir this together. And you should be able to take a little bit of this and squeeze it together where it holds its shape. If not, you can always add a touch more, either maple syrup or almond butter or something to make it hold together like this. Now we're going to add some chocolate chips. I'm going to start out with just a couple tablespoonfuls, but you can always add more or less. I'll just mix those in there. Now this will be a little bit of a crumbly mixture. It's not going to be like really smooth cookie dough consistency unless you want to add a touch more almond butter or maple syrup to make it stick together a little bit better. But really, just as long as it holds together into little balls, that's perfect. So over here I have a cake pan that's lined with a little parchment, and I'm going to take a tablespoon size cookie scoop, kind of level that off, and just press this into a nice little cookie dough ball. Then I'm going to put this over here on the parchment lined pan and just continue with the rest of the dough. So this recipe makes 8 cookie dough truffles, but of course if you want to make more, just simply double the recipe. Now just place these in the freezer for about 12 minutes until they're nice and chilled, and then we'll roll them in a coating of chocolate. So in here I've melted about 8 ounces of our carob chips, which you can use chocolate chips, and I basically just have sort of a double boiler setup with this stainless steel bowl over some hot water, and this is a silicone brush which is going to come in handy to brush the chocolate onto the chilled cookie dough balls. So now you just take your cookie ball and you can just either simply drop it in the chocolate or hold on to it and try to carefully brush around on it. And the idea is just to get it totally covered with the melted chocolate. So now we're going to put it over here on our parchment paper to set. And just repeat this with all the remaining cookie dough balls until they're all covered in the melted chocolate or carob. Now before the truffles cool completely, if you want to add any toppings like a little flaked sea salt, you'll have to do that before the chocolate is completely set. Depending how thick you want your chocolate coating, you can always re-dip these. Now that they've cooled and set, you can actually go back and dip them again to make the coating a little thicker. Otherwise, you will have a little bit of leftover melted chocolate, but that's okay. You can actually just pour this into a plastic container and it will cool down and firm up, and then you can just eat it or use it for something else, whatever you like. Another option with some of the leftover chocolate is to take a little bit on a spoon and drizzle a little extra on top for a little decoration. Now simply place these back in the freezer or the refrigerator to chill again before serving them. So there you have it. A delicious, satisfying little treat that's healthy and easy to make. Who could ask for more? If you enjoyed learning how to make these, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you find out about new recipe videos when they come out. Thanks for watching and see you soon!